Hello everybody, I wanted to take this time to go over today's class session with you and explain sort of like what's going on given that we're not going to see each other face to face. So today's class we actually start with looking at a slogan or a group of words, and this is the group of words that I'm referring to right here. And what I'd like for you to do is come up with at least 2 or 3 variants of a slogan using all of these words. And the slogan should have something to say to you regarding the work that we've been doing or the research that we've been doing looking into graduation rates. So look at these words and come up with at least 2 or 3 slogans that would make sense. And once you have that, go ahead and see where it says number 2, which is decrypting and discussing the slogan, and where it says here, click there, and that's going to take you to the discussion board, to the actual place where you could post your slogans, and then the connections that you see with some of the readings that you've been doing so far. We're going to move along, so we're actually doing kind of like a variation of what the face-to-face classes have been doing. And so number 3 involves sharing group experiences and their connections to the research topic of college completion and graduation. I'd like to say something a little bit about that. All of you actually completed the field trip last week and you wrote about it. I liked very much what I read in your essay, and so I enjoyed that. You should have gotten some feedback. I believe I sent it to one of the group members, and that should have been sent to you guys as well. Regarding that experience, it's probably one of the unique experiences in terms of Miami-Dade where you come together in a group to get to know each other. And I'm not sure if you've done that in other classes where you meet outside of class and you actually do something social. And although that may seem like it doesn't really belong to the notion of the class, what we're finding is, and what I've heard regarding the feedback that students provide, is that one key component to improving graduation rates is actually that sense of community that develops when you do such things. So part of the discussion that we've had is actually how do we build that community, how do we encourage community among students in the college so that people feel connected and people feel a sense of belonging, not just a sense of just coming in and leaving right away. So something to think about in terms of your essay as you add to your research essay is to think about your group experience and what that taught you in regards to understanding one another better and connecting to one another. If we had more time in a longer semester, we would have a lot more of these activities, and I would hope that some strong relationships would develop. Maybe that's the case in this very short semester. I hope that that's happened already. All right. I mentioned your research essay because you will be writing a bit more for that paper. And one thing that I want you to go over is this notion of how to access the library databases. So if you look at number 4 here, you'll see that there is a link there, and that link will take you to a short video about 3 minutes long that goes over the information that I talked about last week regarding accessing the library databases. Now, it's really important that you watch the video because that same video will be useful as you take your midterm quiz sometime before today and actually Friday. So you need to take that right away. So one of the things that you could do while in class is actually go into the midterm quiz, and I'll show you how to find that in a second. All right. One of the other activities that we did face-to-face was this panel discussion with Parker Palmer. And what we did there was, actually Parker Palmer is a very renowned educator, and we have an interview by him and of him actually, and so the link, if you click on the link, you will read the interview. What we did in class was that we actually reenacted the interview, and we had one person act as the narrator, another person act as the interviewer, and then a third person basically take the part of Parker Palmer. We're not going to do that in this online version of the class. So instead, I want you to read the interview and think carefully as to what he's saying and how much of what he's saying connects to the research that you're doing regarding the graduation rates and how that somehow relates and connects. And so once you've read and maybe you want to talk to one another regarding the interview so that you could sort of deepen your understanding, I'd like for you to post at least 4 questions that you would like to ask Parker Palmer regarding what he is saying, and maybe regarding what he is saying in reference to, or how that might relate to graduation rates. And you could post it here. Actually, the link is not visible right now, but once I finish this recording, I'll make the link available there, and that will take you again to the discussion board. Post your 4 questions before the end of the period. So you should read the interview during class time and post your questions there. You should also post the work regarding the slogans during class time as well, so I could check that you've actually done your work by the time that the class finishes tomorrow on Thursday between 11:40 and 3. All right. Now, things to keep in mind regarding next week. All right. Actually, this week. By Friday, you should have finished taking the midterm quiz. You could find the midterm quiz on our page where it says homework, and I'll take you there in a second. This is a quiz that basically covers all of the readings that we've done up until today. And it's a very simple quiz. I believe it has 22 questions, and it'll be worth 30 points. Now you can take the quiz 3 times. That means that the first time around, if you don't get the score that you want, you could take it again a second time and again a third time. The highest score will count as your final grade for the quiz. So there's absolutely no reason why anyone should not get anything less than 30 points. It's actually very easy. Now, how do you access the quiz? Let me show you right now. You go where it says homework, and once on that homework page, this is taking a little bit longer. You'll see that you'll scroll down to the bottom where it says midterm knowledge quiz, and you'll hit where it says passcode Thursday 11:40 a.m. That's you guys. You click there, and that'll take you to this this page for the quiz, right? And my computer's getting stuck here. Anyway, on this section you need to register first, so go ahead and do your first name, last name, come up with a username, a password, and then confirm it, sign up. Come back to that same page, and you're going to then use your username, your password, and the quiz passcode then is back to that code that I was looking at, or that I was pointing to. So it's Thursday 11:40 a.m. all together. So notice it's capital letter T for Thursday 11:40 a.m. all together. That's going to be the passcode, or the quiz passcode, that you're going to use. The password is whatever you created when you registered for the quiz. Do so before Friday at night, and you could take the quiz at least 3 times. All right. We're going to go back to what we need to do for this week, and then the other thing that you need to work on is reflection number 4. All right. Reflection number 4 is a revision of your first research essay where I gave you the 3 articles, and this time you're going to add the 2 interviews that you did last week, along with 1 additional library database article. That's really important. I want you to show me that you could do this, along with any classroom discussion and insights that you have regarding the theme of the graduation rates. This essay needs to be at least 10 to 12 paragraphs in length. That's really important. I don't want anything shorter than that. Longer is better, and at least 10 to 12 paragraphs. That would be the minimum. Remember that you need to post both in the discussion board, and you also need to post it to turn it in, and this needs to be done by Sunday, June the 3rd by 8 p.m. And this will count at least for 75 points. Now it counts for a lot more than the other essays or the other writing that you've done, because now you have the chance to show me that you understood the feedback, and based on your letters I think that you got that, and that you will now spend some more time making this essay really count. If you do poorly on this essay, it'll definitely impact your semester grade. So make sure that you take your time and make this the best possible essay. Now, one last thing I want to say is regarding an extra credit. Some of you have missed assignments. Some of you have maybe left some things out. So there is an extra credit assignment for the semester. And this will involve actually getting together in a Google Hangout. And I explained that in this section right here. And this will be due sometime actually by, let me see if I can make this, it doesn't show up. You'll see it when you go to this page. It's actually by June 10th at 8 p.m. What you'll need to do is basically record yourself in a Google Hangout, and you might be saying, what is a Google Hangout? You see where I'm pointing to right here. You're going to click on that link, and you're going to understand what the Google Hangout is. You're going to record the session using Hangouts on Air, so you need to set that up. So sometime between today and before June 10th, you need to really figure out how to use the Hangout. And you will use the peer review guidelines that I'm providing here where it says number 6, and you will send me the link of the recording here. Alright, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to record yourself and members of your group. It could be as small as 2 people or as large as 8. Obviously our class doesn't even reach 8, so it's just going to be 2 to 4. And you're going to have a discussion regarding your essay. You're going to pull up your essay because you're going to put it up into Google Docs. You're going to record yourself. You're going to give each other feedback, and you're going to then send me the link here. All right. So you're just going to click. There's the form, the same kind of form that you use for the group assignment. This extra credit assignment is worth 50 points. And so I am not doing any makeups. I am not doing any redos for any of the work that you've missed or maybe that you did not do your best in. But I am providing the extra credit assignment that can make up for all of those things. This is complicated, all right? So make sure that you read the instructions carefully and that you practice together before you actually do the assignment, because it'll take that much work. And then obviously make it count so that you're using the review guidelines, the peer review guidelines, to help you with your research essay. So your research essay is due June 3rd. This is due June 10th. Clearly, you were going to turn in a final draft of your research essay for the last week of the semester. And therefore, what you talk to each other, or how you talk to one another in this peer session, will be useful as you revise your essay. Anyway, this is what I have for today's class. I apologize that I will not be there, but this serves as the instructions that you can use to follow along. I expect for everyone in the class to complete the discussion board assignments by the end of the period, and make sure that you understand that your reflection is due on the 3rd, that's Sunday, and that your midterm quiz is due by Friday, sometime in the evening. Remember to take, you could take at least 3 chances or 3 opportunities to take the quiz. It is very simple, but you need to have done the readings in order to do well. Hope everybody is well. I look forward to seeing everybody again the following week. And if you have any questions, please either text me, Twitter, or use the help button on our website. Have a great day.